So in this video we have a lot to cover. We've just acquired two unique weapons, the Reduvia Dagger and the Bloodhound's Fang. We'd like to get them both to +2, which, given that their upgrades require some smithing stones, means they will essentially be the equivalent of +6. This will come in very handy for the upcoming Market the Fellow and boss fight. The problem is, we are exactly one smithing stone too short. The solution to this problem, however, lies in the Weeping Peninsula. So that's in mind, this is part 7, sweeping through the Weeping Peninsula. Introducing the man, the myth, the legend, Barry the Bandit. Light on Vigor, big on hearts, Barry's a master of stealth, lethal with a bow, a knife, sharp sticks, and even harsh language. For this series, we're going to focus on Arcane and Dexterity as our primary damage dealing stats, with a heavier focus on Arcane as we head into the late game. Throughout the playthrough, we shall be covering a wide variety of weapons with an emphasis on the aforementioned damage dealing stats, as well as taking advantage of the Dragon Communion Incantations to add support damage. My name is Nutbudgie. This is Barry. Welcome to How to Build a Bandit. So the closest side of Grace we have is Agile Lake South, so we're going to head there now. What I'm actually going to do is place a map marker, because I always get disorientated when I fast travel. So avoid that guy. Run up here. Which bow have we got? We'll use the longbow. So it's a lone soldier here who won't really present much problem. Take him down like this. That was not ideal. I meant to use Mighty Shot, but okay. It's alright. It's alright. Problem is when I'm running two bows, it gets a bit confusing. Let's get rid of the map marker. No, let's not add another one. Probably, what happens is I'll leave it there, and then it'll be there for the rest of the game, and it'll be haunting me. I'll forget. So we'll get rid of that. We'll pick up the mushroom. Give me the mushroom. 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 Okay. And there's two guards, so we're going to take these out, and then we're going to run across, just to make life a bit easier for us. So we're going to use Mighty Shot on both, and obviously our fire arrows like that. And what we're going to do, before we run across, I'll just explain. We need to kind of do a slalom, because there's a ballista on the far side that will just hammer us if we don't. So, you sprint. Like that. Just kind of do a sweeping pattern. Through here. Like that. Oh, you bastard. Right. We're doing 4. Okay, man. Pretty missed, of course, She's running out of bleed arrows. I have to make some more. It's the only tough bit about this stage of the game. We can't yet buy thin beast bones. Farming them is just such a time consuming. Like, farming the ingredients for the other parts. You know, so let's have a look. What's ammunition? So farming slowly multiply is okay. Fly pinions even is not that bad, because you get more bang. You only need one of those to make 10 arrows, but you need 3 thin beast bones. I just find it abusive. I don't understand why. But the guy that we need to kill, in order to be able to buy thin beast bones, he's a bit beyond us at the moment, so we're gonna have to keep going. We're gonna have to keep doing it this way, so I can't just grind a bit. Well, I was normally, it takes about half an hour to get a good supply, and then you're good for a bit of content. It's the only thing I don't like about this build. Actually, you know what? Let's rest. That being said, using arrows in this game is a lot of fun, using bows, because I never do it. Right, now head down here. This girl called Arinia. We're going to ignore her, because if you talk to her, all that really happens is, when you speak to her father, you give a letter to her father, he'll give you a sacrificial twig. When you come back, she's dead, but she dies either way. And either way, he turns up later on, angry as Edgar the Revenger. So you don't really gain anything from it. I mean, I never ever used sacrificial twig in this game, so I wouldn't bother. honestly. Now there are two... Oh, sneaky. There are two dogs here, so we'll take these out. Dude here, we'll take him out. Take this dog down. Okay, using Mighty Sharp for the one-shot abilities, right? Yeah. Now there's... We're gonna kill these dogs on the other side. Basically, the name of the game is to isolate the troll. We'll kill everything we can, and then we'll deal with the troll on his own. But you don't want to be rolling around fighting him with all this stuff. No, there is a weapon here called the Morning Star. We'll pick it up in a minute. We'll clear the area first, and then we'll get on with things. I don't want anybody sneaking up on me. Or I don't want to activate anybody by mistake, I should say. Also, it's a real shame with bows their scaling isn't better. Because this stage of the game, like you can just, I mean, you get a lot of damage from upgrades, but you can get a lot of they just do so much damage, but they don't scale with your stats because the scaling is like descaling, even when they're plus 25, and they just become irrelevant as you get further into the game. It's a kind of shame. You can kind of make them work, but not really. But this portion of the game, it's a lot of fun. Right, this is an actual. This is actually the actual we're using. This is Mighty Sharp. Oh, bastard! Ah. Yeah. Which again we can use on our. We can actually put it on the longbow. You could basically put it on. Say if you wanted to put Mighty Sharp on the short bow, you could do that. But again, or we could, in fact, I mean, what would make bows more relevant, I guess, longer term, was if the scaling was better. So you can't, for whatever reason, you can't put that afore on this bow, so you can apply like occult scaling, which would be amazing for us. You can't do that. It won't let you do it. So I just find it infuriating. It's a weird quirk about bows. So pick up the It's one of the things I discovered when I was trying to put this build together, because I thought, man, we could do some good damage, but no, not allowed. So what we're gonna do is hit this guy once. I'm actually going to. Oh, I haven't got my flask of Wondrous Physic, have I? Rid of it. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty fudged that, didn't I? Oh, you twat. Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying. That's annoying. The whole camp again. Fuck it up. Actually, what we can do, when I'm thinking about it, no, is yeah. That was already set up before. I had to rebuild this character from scratch, by the way, because I think there was sort of community posts, but the game, for some reason, OBS didn't record, and I did this whole episode already once, and it just didn't want to play. I lost all my progress. Kind of interesting following my own walkthrough though, because I was like, oh, you know, it is actually quite good. It does work. Well, I know it works, but when you followed it to the letter, I was like, wow, that's pretty good. Right. That. Why are you using the short bow? This is infuriating. I have to do this again. It's time wasted. We've got a lot to do. Let's make some. I haven't got a lot of blood. We'll just make 50. Be enough. We don't need to kill him, by the way. I just want the runes. What we're gonna do? I'm actually gonna put some of the wolves as well, just to make life a bit easier. Last time. It's the stamina. It's the problem with Barrage. I think this guy's decided to stop the troll. But Barrage just changes stamina. We don't have enough even with stamina recovery we're not getting enough. It's kind of infuriating. We can't boost endurance at the moment because stats wise we're very much we've got to get Vigor. I mean my Vigor is actually lower than it was before I did the rebuild because I just had less runes. So although we can level up now, I think, yeah. Although I want to speak to this dude first.
Lion.
So buy him out of all the smithing stones, buy this. This armor is pretty good if you want to, like, guaranteed decent poise armor. Scale armor is fantastic. But it's way too heavy for us, so that's the problem right now. Yep. When you do this run, it's important to make sure that it's daytime when you come through it, otherwise there is a Knight's Cavalry boss there who is a force to be reckoned with. Right, we want to get this Sod of Grace. And we're going to jump up here very quickly, just because I want a Sod of Grace at the top. We're going to run up here, like so. Jump. We'll come back and deal with this tower another day. We can pick up the herber. Oh shit, we've got something else there. I always forget that bit. Yep. Come back. You don't have to do this. We're not relying on it. This is kind of cool. Talk about stamina recovery problems. This is the great turtle shell. This is a warming stone. So what the turtle shell does is, if you have it in your offhand, even if you put it on your back, so you can two-handed weapon like a bow, it has a similar effect to the green turtle talisman and the green spilled crystal tear. So what it does is gives you a percentage of stamina recovery. It's faster stamina recovery. It's a pretty solid weapon. It's, again, it's too heavy for us right now, but it's something to think about. We might look into it a bit later on. But when we got more, we just don't have enough endurance at the moment. Or talisman slots to kind of come around to work around his problems. We'll get to all that. Yeah, that's all I wanted from here actually for the time being, wasn't it? Yeah. The reason I want this Sod of Grace, we're going to come back here. There's a cave I want to cover here. But that's not for now. Now we're going to pick up the map for the Weeping Peninsula, like so. And we'll find our second summons for this time. So, we're going to run through here, but keep in mind, there is a giant stone golem on the other side by the entrance to Castle Morne who's going to be firing great arrows at us the entire time. So we kind of want to get in and out as quick as we possibly can. So what we do, the map, and then we run. Yep. There's also a golden seed. This is another place you want to make sure you do at daytime, because there's a night deathbright bird spawns just on the other side of this building. Not building, ruin. And he will be a pain. It's a fight. And oh shit. Right. Okay. We've got the active fighter, but don't we won't have to deal with him. So we're going to stay this side on the left hand side. He's going to drop a boom. And we can use the next one as cover as well. Wait for the sound. Cool. Right. Good deal with this motherfucker. Oh, why are we using the bow? Right. Okay. I don't know why it does that when you're on horseback. It decides to equip the bow. I don't understand. Because the idea is when we set up like this, we set up to use both. But anyway, doesn't matter. So the next thing we want to do is head this way, I believe. And there are 4 angry jellyfish guarding his summons with Zone 2. You can tell they're angry because they're red. If they're blue, they're kind of passive. If they're red, they will spit poison at you. So we're going to get off a horse. Like so. You're going to equip the longbow. It takes a couple of arrows in each, should be fine. So what we'll do. 1, 2. Miss me. Right, that's it. So now we can pick up Combat Zone 2 and an artillery leaf. Be very careful when you do this, because that dark water there represents deep water, and deep water in Elden Ring is death, because you can't swim. You can do a lot of things, but you can't swim. The next thing we want to do is we want to run up here and pick up these sort of graves for Castle Morne. We're not going to clear Castle Morne in this episode, but we are going to I just want to get the side of graves so we can come back anytime we like. Now the stone golem, I believe, doesn't respawn, so once he's dead, he's dead. He sometimes drops a great bow or great arrows, but you can't count on that. The next thing we want to do is pick up this, and then now we have the map of the Weeping Peninsula. So next thing we want to do is jump here. So we're going to put a map marker about here, just to make life a bit easier. Right, from here we're going to run. Actually, you know what I want to do before I do anything else? To actually level up. We'll get that out of the way now. Oh, we can charge the flask. Got that. Allocate. Cheaper. What else do we want? Level up. Points to Vigor, so that gets to 18. Yeah, so what we want to do is get Vigor to 20. Ideally 25, but 20 is good. Then we're going to start pumping Arcane. Because we want Arcane to at least be at 18, if not 20. And then obviously we're going to start worrying about other stats as well, but that's kind of my objectives. Next 2 or 3 videos. Because Arcane is going to be Arcane is going to be one of our damaging stats. Obviously, I think I mentioned in the intro. Dex and Arcane are very much how we hurt things. But as we get deeper into the game, Arcane is going to be more prevalent. So this is the Frenzied Flame Village. We're going to run through, we're going to pick this up. We need it. We're going to give them our stay as far away from the rats as you can, because everything here is infested with madness. And if they attack you, they build your madness meter up, which is bad because we don't have a lot of health, and what madness does is it'll take half your health off and stun you, and that would be enough for one of them to probably finish us off. So we don't want to do that. We're going to kind of run around this way. This is Eyes of Yellow. This stuff is, you can use it to, ooh, root resin. There should be some of grace around here somewhere, so that kind of way. We also want to get inside that building, but we'll do that. There's a kind of, we go around the houses with this bit. There's also a tree with a lot of arterial leaf. Arterial leaf tree, I like to call it. So that, that's sort of grace. That's, in case anything bad happens. That solves that problem. Oh, I'm gonna go around this way. No. Huh. Where is it then? Further up. Could well be. No. Root resin. So we're gonna jump in here quick. Oh shit. No, that did not work the way I wanted it to. We're gonna have to go around again. This is arterial tree. Yep. Well, in a sense that works better. Okay, so we get second tier, and we get Flame of Frenzy. Now we're not going to rely too heavily on this at all. We're not a faith build. Flame of Frenzy is an awesome incantation if you are building a faith build. Your Flame of Frenzy and Frenzy Burst are two of your most powerful incantations available. But that's another conversation. So now we need to, well, if you want to see how that works, see my profit build, we cover it quite extensively in that. We will probably use some incantation. No, we are definitely using some incantation to play through those, so we might go around to using this one. Mainly we're going to be using the Dragon Cult incantations, but where the hell am I going? I'm right around the house, haven't I, you fool? Yeah. This is where we want to go. That side. But this bit I strongly suggest you use, you do it on foot. Because if you, with torrent it's far too easy to overstep and kill yourself, which is not good. Oh shit. Alright. So there's an afore down here. Oh no, it's an incantation, sorry. We're going to pick that up. This is Lightning Strike. Which is something we might use. Down here is Fulgur Bloom, but it's we don't need it yet. There is a safer place to harvest it, because down there's a ton of bats. So I don't want to deal with the bats. So what we're going to do, we're going to drop down this side. I'm going to run straight to this corner, and this should be safe to drop down, more or less. I mean, it hurts, but it's safe-ish. Right, now we're going to drop in here. What do I do? Yeah, so the smithy's done here. We've got to be careful to stick to the left. So, Should be a solid grace here. Now, these are the Morne tunnels, so again, this is going to be miners, so we need strike damage, so we need to get rid of our twin blade. Pop in. We could use the Morning Star, that's also a very good strike weapon, but I think, given that I never used the flail, I think we're going to keep using the flail, because it's a fun toy. You're going to get the solid grace, we're going to rest. Like so. And then we're going to craft some fire pots. These will come in handy down here. Oh no, it's these guys. Maybe we'll be okay. Yeah, so you actually want to be a bit more stealthy than that. I'm going to kill this one. This guy that creeps through this door on the left. On the right, sorry. I think you have to get a bit further up here for him to trigger. Maybe not. There he comes. Now you can take a running jump across here, but be careful if you do that, because you will, if you fall down there, all these guys are still alive, you're in a world of shit. So what I would suggest you do first is crouch, and we'll deal with them on a case-by-case basis. How did I not hit? Lucky bastard. Right. Let's take on that one. Like that. So now, we're actually going to creep across here as safely and sanely as possible. Take a swig of drink. So these guys we can kill with grenades. They'll reach. No. Yep. I think this guy we have to kill the arrows. Okay. Now it's a bit safer if we do happen to fall. But we should be okay. So we got up here. This guy we're going to hit with this thing. The end of him. We're going to pick up the smithing stone. Then we're going to run and jump across here. We're going to crouch. Come on, sneak. See what's available. You don't want to get too far. You don't get surprised, is what I'm trying to say. When the words come out of my mouth. I want to switch to the bow. That's not a bow, not bow. Take a bluey. I think this guy, I'll just kill him with a grenade. Speaking of grenades, we'll craft a few more of those. Iron Cleaver. It's more of a strength weapon though, it's not much good to us. But I don't think we can even use it, can we? Yeah, strength 15. It's not for me. Not for me, that one. Not for now, anyway. No, go. Take on this dude. This is purely to preserve FP. Take him down with Smithing Stone 1. There's another guy just here. Smash his skull in. A long wind up on the weapon. It gives us explosive stone. I forgot they dropped those. It's actually really good. Right. We want to crack. We'll come back and clear this in a minute. There's a couple of things we want here. So there is. Miner here. There is. We're getting all the weapons this playthrough, right? Let's run. I'm a practice run, I don't pick up anything, so whatever, I guess. So now we're going to pick up salt of flesh. We'll save all those for later, although to be fair, I always forget I have them, then never get around to using them, but anyway. We'll go this way around. I'll figure out how to use the explosive stone in due course. We just want to pick up as much crafting materials as we can for the time being. Not crafting, but upgrade materials. Now. Slow down here because there are a couple of enemies I missed, like these guys. So the plan with these is we are going to hit him with a grenade and then we're going to bomb the smack this one. Like that. There you go. Take starting boluses. Starting boluses, if you don't know, are good for alleviating bleed build-up. Although, in my experience, you never get around to using them. You die before that happens, especially without vigor. That bleed build-up, you know. The time bleed's built up, we're already dead, so. And this is all these guys we murdered earlier. From above. There are a couple still. There's one sleep. You can probably hear him sleeping there. I'll do them in a minute. Oh, score! Extra smithing stones. So that is the boss room. So we'll come back there in a moment. We'll come around here. Crouch. Now what? Should we wake him up? Do it like this. Oh, don't do that. Sorry, pal. How's we done? Okay. Right. Soft cotton, which is another thing I never, ever use. What it does, it produces the noise you make when you drop to the ground, but I can never be bothered with it, so we've done more sneaking in this playthrough than any playthrough I've ever done. But anyway, through is the boss. This guy is not too bad. Oh, hang on. Smithing stones. Some smithing stones. Yeah. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna get prepped. We're gonna take this. We're going to summon the dogs. I should be able to get a cheeky take the blade off. That's it. He's down. Rusted anchor. That's a pretty solid weapon. It does a lot of damage, but it's way, way too heavy for us. We're looking at that. Yeah, strength 26. We're not going to get strength 26. At least, even if we do, it won't be till the very end of the game. It's unlikely. It's not. We're not really a strength build, so well, we could, I guess. Still, it's a fun way. Anyway, with that, let's the more tunnels out of the way. We'll go. No, we'll go find a suitable place to rest. I think what we'll do. Gonna head this direction. Back. I know we can pick up. Nope. We run through this way. I've got the wrong way, haven't I? I have. Right. Okay. No. What is the best way to approach this? So that is a Erdtree avatar boss here, but I don't want to deal with him right now. It's a pain. There's a demi-human dude here. We'll just run over him. I think this might be the best solution to this problem. See it. We'll go get the Third of Grace. That's one here. Still have flasks. Yep. How many runes do we have? Do you have enough level up? But I think it's 18. Nearly there, nearly there. Okay. Still level 21. The alien village outskirts, right. Oh yeah, we want to head to Cave of Lost Grace, and we'll get our weapons leveled up, and then we'll demonstrate. We should have enough money left over, yeah. Hey.
Well, where have you been? I took you no matter. Lay out your arm.
I will. So, strength and armament. We're going to 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Those both sorted. So next thing on our agenda, we'll go test these bad boys out. So I think what we'll do, we'll jump down to the Third Church of Marika. Marika, not Marika. And we shall, wait. You know, helps Snapper helps if you equip a weapon and see you want to try out, doesn't it? Let's try out the Reduvia dagger first. This might not be quite enough yet. We might need to get this. We might not have enough arcane to make this fly. That works. Then we'll go try out our what do we call it weapon? The Bloodhound's Fang. This thing is going to be epic. Although we do need to get rid of some stuff to be able to use it, right? Yeah. What we'll do is we will pop some fire grease on there. Added effect. I heard of this dude. Who's there? Watch this. This should be fun. If we pop our plastic advantage physic as well, let's increase our strength. What's the damage on this? 305. You really upset him. Oh my word. That did not go according to plan. No. No! There we go. Alright. Cool. So that's that. Let's jump back to this second barricade. We should have enough runes to level up, maybe? Maybe not. No, I don't think. Maybe not. No, not quite. Although, do we have any... We could, maybe. Let's have a look at our inventory, because we should have quite a stash of smithy stone ones. We've got some decisions to make. Because we can start pushing up the twin blade to obviously much higher heights, or so we can get twin blades +3, or I don't know where I got that from. Or we could maybe invest in either the flail or the morning star. I'm inclined to think to start investing in the flail as well, because it can come in handy later on. Because there is a place up in Leone, the lakes. Basically, anytime we go into the mines, flails are awesome, so it's strike damage is awesome. Anyway, that was sweeping through the Weeping Peninsula, so thank you very much, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.